Good evening, everyone. I am Debujyoti Karmakar from Computer Vision Lab, American International University, Bangladesh. And my other group members are Saifullah Mia, Al Imran, Hafizur Rahman, and Jubair Alam.
Developing object tracking and recognition system is still one of the most challenging works of computer vision applications. Objects may vary in shape during movement due to rotation. So, it is very educated to recognize the object very accurately. We are trying to detect an object and recognize it in a way so that we can detect them in diverse angles. For detection, we use optical flow, blob analysis, and for the recognition of the object we use our own VAIT features, vehicle angle invariant transform. Comparing to other recent works on object tracking and recognition technique, we try to simplify the tracking system for a fixed position camera records to track only moving objects using optical flow and to focus on faster tracking more accurately with our various angular feature. We plan to take 8 different views of each object model data. Indeed, 5 views are enough to generate all 8 views. Because all different views are shifted by 45 degrees, thus, for a car, except for view 0 to view 4, all the mirror image which can be generated by simple transformation. We can collect views from 0 to 4 shown with white color. The rest of the views, which is 5, 6 and 7 shown with red color, can be reconstructed by applying geometrical transformation. After converting these images to grayscale images, we made matrix by horizontal concatenation. This conveys all properties of all 8 side views, which is a big matrix. To perform feature matching from the big matrix is computationally very costly, so we need to come up with some eliminated method.
In this stage, the virtual image is done convolution with Gaussian filters at different scales, and then it is taken the difference of successive Gaussian blurred images. Interest points are identified by comparing each pixel in the DG image to its 8 neighbors at the same scale, and 9 corresponding neighboring pixels in each of the neighboring scales. If the pixel value is maximum or minimum among all compared pixels, it is selected as a candidate interest point. To describe a point, neighboring pixels are considered. Histograms are formed of dimension 4 by 4 with 8 pin each, considering the magnitude and orientation of 16 by 16 area nearest the interest point. Each histogram contains 4 by 4 subsets of interest region. Magnitudes are further weighted by Gaussian function, resulting a vector containing all values of these histograms. 16 histograms, each having 8 pins. The vector has total count of 128 elements. After that, it is normalized to invariance affine changes. We take all the views of an object and prepare a data model matrix. This matrix is like an image of all views, but it is actually different matrix under one array. If we try to detect objects from optical flow, the entire image needs to be processed, which will generate many more interest points that are of no interest to the particular object. Here you can see our overall system architecture. Our plan is to make ready our models for recognizing the detected object. We have fixed number of views in our dataset. More view will give more perfect result in recognizing object, but it will also slow down our program runtime. So we take 5 views for car, reproducing total 8 samples to recognize a car. We read all the views from each object in dataset and convert in gray matrix. After merging them, we get our model matrix. The model actually represent all possible views of rotation of an object. Then we extract corresponding surf features for constructing model matrix for recognition. Surf detection technique can match the points of two images with different angles. We made a model which actually contains surf features of all possible views of an object. As our main goal is detect object and recognize them from a video, one of our main tasks will be reading a video input. It may be a file for process or maybe a live feed from a surveillance camera. In this stage, we'll just take an input from a video and applying optical flow on video with two adjacent frames. This loop will take two consecutive video frames and continue until the total video is finished. Inside this loop, we perform two main operations. One, moving object detection using optical flow, and second, object recognition by VAIT features. We used Lucas Kennedy for optical flow operation. There are other algorithms for calculating optical flow from two consecutive images with small changes of object. By optical flow operation, we will get the two matrices U and V. U is the movement in X direction and V is the movement in Y direction. By applying vector summation theory and then thresholding, we formed a scalar matrix which actually gives a movement in both the directions. We call it mask. This matrix is used to detect moving objects. It has cells with non-zero values which are moved in video and other cells are filled with zeros. Then we convert mask matrix into binary matrix for blob analysis. Blob analysis is one of the most popular algorithms which takes the binary matrix as an input, returns the location and size of ones in group in binary matrix. We call it B boxes, which contains all matrices of ones in group, who basically means the moving object in a particular frame. VAIT stands for Vehicle Angle Invariant Transform. Now we have set of surf features which are ready for recognition. We take every rectangle from B box and crop the image from current frame. This cropped image is an image object. We call this scene images. Then we calculate the surf features of scene image, compare the feature with some index of our data models. Selection of this index comes from computing the orientation. We need to compute orientation of each pixel from the scene image and find out the most prominent direction. For example, if the most prominent direction is 34 degree, which will be correspond to the index 4 from the diagram. Also, take a note from the rest of the indexes. As we are diverting from actual direction, weights need to be reduced and other directional may be ignored, thus reducing the whole lot of computation dynamically. We insert the match result in variable box pairs. When the value of box pairs or matched key point is maximum, then we call the object is very similar with the selected dataset image. This is how we recognize the object. In our algorithm, we only cropped the object which is very small in size. So the calculation time is very low to match these surf features. To compute the orientation, we find the tangent of every pixel of the selected area. Next, we need to convert all the orientations into histogram of 8 bins, each containing all the direction among 45 degree each. This result shows that we have found the matching points for the entire frame. This result shows after our weight feature matching. In our system, we take every frame, we show the detected moving object by yellow rectangles, and after recognition of an object, we draw red color rectangle around the detected object with the file name of dataset, which actually makes the maximum interest point. The percentage of the result accuracy depends on the video quality and quality of dataset image. The more noise free image and video will give us more accurate result. Our primary concern was in this paper to detect moving objects like cars and recognize them in very secure place like parking areas. The video cameras are very close from the car, so it can be proper tracking for those vehicles. As you can see, we can detect the moving object but haven't recognized it yet. And this is the recognition. After recognize, the red becomes green. Accuracy rate is depends on the quality of the video. High resolution video give us more accurate recognition results. But the problem is with the increase the quality of the video, increase the runtime of the program. So we get slower results than the video. Based on the experiment results we got, histogram given in this slide. This actually shows us the increase of the quality of the video result is becoming more accurate. But the problem here is runtime also is increasing because the program need to check more pixels to detect the object. From the experimental result, we can say that this works well with mid-quality videos, which give more or less 80% accurate result because total processing time need to be very close with the video. Otherwise, the purpose of the system fails. The results can be made more accurate with increase the number of views as well. From our testing result, we experienced that for a car recognition, 4 views will give us more or less 80% accuracy, but after 6 views, we got almost same amount of accuracy with slightly different. So it will be useless if we add more views to recognize a car. It will increase the size of the model image as well as it will increase the runtime. So for better performance, we choose moderate quality video and at most 4 to 6 views per model. This is another demonstration. Our system can be used in different security places for tracking car, vehicle or any other object. It detects only which object are being moved in the video and try to match that detected object with our dataset. Thus, this system is very good for places for anti-thief security. We will not say our system is working without an error and giving proper result, but our system is capable enough to detect and recognize the object of different angles. Still, there are some drawbacks in our system. Firstly, we used optical flow for moving object detection, so our video camera for recording video must be stable or in fixed place. Secondly, we try to remove noise from video, but still, for better performance, video must be clear and have proper lights. Noise-free video and motionless video camera will give us perfect object tracking and recognition result. For further queries, please do not hesitate to email us. Thank you.